You're looking live in Highland, Indiana. 45's versus Rack City. George Bliss in the third base dugout. Chippy Kornkowski is going to start it out here. I'm broadcasting on SSA broadcast on behalf of our good friend Gio. So Chippy, number 22. Both teams undefeated. Chippy K. I'm sitting right next to Kelly, the big manager from Rack City. Here we go, folks. Chippy swings, does a cut play. Foul by an inch. That's the cut swing. I'm going to get a little closer for you here. I'm right behind Bobby Stevens. And with my guys here, we're watching the game here. Kornkowski usually cuts. So we'll see what happens. He's a left fielder. He's number 22. So here's Kornkowski. Here's Bobby Stevens right in front of me. George Bliss. Kornkowski swings. Oh, off the outstretched glove there of the short center. So an infield single there. So nice shot there by Kornkowski. Nate Mercado, their super shortstop. As I move a little bit closer in. Here's Mercado. Rich Wagner, Bill Cavanaugh. Everybody watching. Game just started with an infield hit off Chip Kornkowski. Off the outstretched glove of the shortstop there of Rack City. Long shot to left field, and it is caught out there by the left fielder. He gets it in quickly, and Kornkowski does move up. So a blast by Mercado, but the left fielder for Rack City very quickly got to that ball. Here's one of the better ones, Joe Yaris. Spell it, folks. Y-A-R-U-S, Joey Yaris. He swings at the first pitch. Line drive to left center. It's down in the gap. Here comes Kornkowski for run number 1. And Joe Yaris walks in easily to second base. I told you this guy Yaris is an absolute monster. So Yaris with the big shot to start his first bat off. Puts him up 1-0. Alex Smith, everybody. Smith swings. Foul ball. So far, 45's pulling the ball big time. Ron Kubicki over there. Bobby Stevens over here on third base. 45's have won more Forest Parks than any team in the history of 6-inning softball. And, there's an ongoing argument that the 45's in the history of this incredible game over 100 years are in the top 1, 2, 3 teams of all time. With the Whips, with the Bobcats. Those kinds of guys. 45's. Really good team here. So here's Smith, number 8. Alex Smith, pick up second, safe. Back to live action here. Jude McKenna, Rich G. Battistoni watching. Smith takes it for a ball. Smith sings, right center, it is down in the gap. And here comes Yaris, he's going to easily score. Here's Al. And Smith wanted to go. Smith wanted to go, but Stevens held him up. Smith with a stand-up triple. Stevens figured he'd hold him. An old baseball coach from Triton. Here's Holstein. Mike James watching. Ben Happel watching from Iowa. Holstein, ground ball, second base. Quickly over to first. But does get the tap-in RBI because the guy is probably the most fundamentally sound player as I've seen in decades. That's Mark Holstein. Doesn't have to swing it hard. Knocked it on the ground, not to get fancy, try to hit a line drive. We can double a guy off. Billy Smith. Billy Smith, 55, swings. And they're hitting Rack City hard. Here's Hooch. Here's the Hoochie man, number 31. Sammy Dodano watching. This is the Hoocher. Don't know much about the Hooch man, but if he's on the 45s, he's probably a decent player. Hooch swings, ground ball slaps to the pitcher. Quickly over to first for the out. But some damage done there. Let's go over here. Get a little perspective. There's Big Steve Batnich warming up. 3 runs in there for the 45s. 3 runs in. Yaris with the big bomb there, the double to spark it. Smith hitting good. So as we see him warm up, Smith catching today. And we want to get the perspective. I know Big Steve's not going to hit me, I don't think, but we're going to see Little B get in the box here, one of the best players ever. Here is none other than Little B, Brian Blackwell Jr., who used to play on this very same team. So here we go. So here's Brian Blackwell. 3-0. Blackwell was the MVP of the granddaddy of them all, the 50th annual No Glove Nationals in Forest Park, which I was, proud to broadcast. And this kid dominated the entire weekend, and kind of a well-known player now on the south side of Chicago, Washington Park. Joe Monza is telling the team to kind of stay back in the dugout. Now remember, we do have a COVID situation here. You're listening to us here in the terrible year of 2020 with this COVID situation. There's Brian Blackwell. He swings at the first pitch. Does not take a good cut at that and does fly out. So that's out number 1. Israel Sanchez. Here's Bonner. Here's the Bonner man. So 1 out here, 3-0. George Bliss here, Chad Harold, hello, Michael Spadal. There's Bonner with a cut. Caught out there by the second baseman. So that is Filkins' nephew. Are you ready for that? That's Bo Filkins out there at second base. Here's Banks. First 2 outs here, no problem. First top of the inning, 45s did score 3. Here's Banks. He swings. Oh, he drives that ball into the gap. That's a beater. That's a beater. 22, running heavy. He's gonna hold. They're gonna hold him at 3. No, he's gonna go. Here's the play at home. He's out. He got, sorry, check it. Safe. Nice, got under that tag. Called him safe. I've got it right here, folks. The beauty of the replay. Rewind it back. Good call, Joe. So, Johnson batting now. Monster home run there by Banks. So 3-1. Here's D. Johnson. Wow, he crushed that ball, and the throw was perfect. The tag was put down by Smith, and Banks got underneath there by a fraction of an inch. Umpire Monza was in a perfect situation there. Perfect. There's a swing and a high pop, lazy fly, straight away left, and caught out there. So 3-1. We're going to stay on this first base side. George Bliss here. There's the great Joe Yarish. Yarish has had a monster softball career. 25. And that was one big action play there. Johnny Sorrentino watching Mike Cox and everybody listening all across the world on SSA broadcasts. George Bliss. And this is none other than Anthony Sanchez right here. So there's Sanchez warming up. Yes, it is his real son. And here's Anthony Sanchez. And let's see what Anthony can do. They got a little lead, 3-1. Top of second. Sanchez, a lefty. Joel Schuster, Jimmy Ralph. Thank you for joining the broadcast here. George Bliss out at Highland, Indiana, right across the Illinois line. We're about 3 miles in from the southeast side of Chicago. Not far from Napleton, our great sponsor. Sanchez swings, gets it off the handle, in quickly in left field for the out. Here's Haas. Adam Haas, 26, another lefty will be batting. So a very, very quick game so far. 3-1. SSA broadcast brought to you by Napleton, the greatest Chrysler dealer in America, where I buy my cars. Let us entertain you. Tito's Homemade Vodka, Gold Rush Gaming, the Beacon Tap, Iron Horse Security, just to name a few. Don't forget Signature Transportation, Guaranteed Right Affinity, and Bernie's Tap. All wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sponsors. This is Haas, H-O-S-S. 3-1. Larry Pilcher, Gary Paulson. Nice swing. Ball with the underspin. Caught out there and right for out number 2. So here's Big Steve Batnich. Big Steve, boy, he dominates defensively, and the way that he gets these crazy arm motions involved with his pitching, it's hard to pick it up. You'll have to see it on video one day, study him. This is the big guy, Big Steve Batnich from Bridgeport, I believe. He swings. He puts a little charge into the ball and left. And 1, 2, 3. So that was a quickie. Still 3-1. Home half a second. Brian Ricken. Hey, Brian, how are you? I think Brian, is that my friend Brian Ricken from CPD? Brian, let me know. Text me. If that's the great Brian Ricken from CPD, he has a monster play from UIC, I believe, right? Richie Bellon is watching. And it's all good. It's all good. Boy, big home run that last game. T. Banks, number 22. That was incredible. Mike Zerglibli, Wordna William is watching. This is one of my favorite players, Travell Rivers. Travell Rivers, Al Mag, Scottsdale, Arizona, 107 degrees. Very nice here in Highland. Travell Rivers trying to get his team back in the game. It is 3-1. Bottom of 2. Travell takes a strike. That's Joe Monza. We have another umpire out there at first base as well. So 2 SSA umps. Slow Pitch Softball Association, Chicago, Illinois. Best 16-inch, association on planet Earth. Rivers awaits Batnich's double hand swing. There's the cut. There's the spinner. And sometimes things work out. So the cue shot by Travell works. It spins in the grass. And nobody can get to it. So frustrating. Here's big Dave Bradford. And Dave has been one of the more consistent hitters for many years. Jake Olson, Chow Chi, Tommy O'Malley watching. By the way, Jake Olson, folks here watching on the screen, was the MVP of the very first SSA Major National. Bradford with a shot to right center. And Bradford does beat deep. Bradford with a shot. Let's get it back. Here comes the runner in front of Bradford. And Dave Bradford with a monster shotarino to right center. Bradford crushes the ball. Ties it right up. I just mentioned that Bradford is one of your better players. And what does he do? He whacks one to right center. So congratulations to Dave Bradford on that monster shot. So Bradford brings him right back in the game. Share the video, share the videos. Yes, like and share, like and share. Kevin Johnson, number 12, the first baseman. Frankie Stella watching. Tommy Lentine. SSA broadcast live from Highland, Indiana. Great game here. And Kevin is going to take his time and wait for a pitch. Oh, outside strike, but he does get it. Ryan Russ watching. This is their first baseman, young superstar from Rack City. He swings and cuts and misses that one. So does not get the cut appropriately. Trying for the heavy spin, but little semi-reliable there on that swing. You've got to hit that ball hard. That kid's got power. Chris Rogers, number 2. Here's Chris. Tie game here at Highland, Indiana, Sharp Complex. Rack City with the cool pinstripe uniform. There's a ball. Oh, on the bounce to Yaris. Over to first. Miscue at first. Miscue at first, and it could have covered. He was a little bit off the base. So Chris almost got caught there napping. If somebody gets back to first, that was close. So here's Pee-wee Spicin. Pee-wee, number 7, the third baseman. So man on first after the huge Bradford home run. Huge. To tie the game here in inning number 2 out at the Sharp Complex in Highland, Indiana. Pee-wee, good-looking uniform. I featured him this week on my Facebook. One of the better-looking softball players in all of Chicago. Kind of a young legend in the Washington Park League. Takes that 1-1. And Big Dave Batnich pitching quickly too. There's a cut. Hard spin. Trapped out there and left. That ball was trapped, I believe. No, it was called out. Okay, he did catch it, so I'm not the umpire. So out number 2, I believe, yeah. Stanny Bolden. Here's Big Stan. Mark Provenzano, one of my best friends, Melrose Park, one of the most knowledgeable softball guys ever. Mark's, we send our hearty hellos to you, my good friend Mark Provenzano, one of my best friends. I got to get together with him one of these days. Thanks for watching. There's a shot up the middle. Yaris does catch it on the overspin. Short liner at his shoe top. So, 3-3. Big home run there by Dave Bradford. We go to the top of the third, tie game. Leslie Kavanaugh watching. Tie game here at the Fields at Highland, Indiana, Kennedy Avenue. If you're watching from Las Vegas, we are southeast of Chicago at 35 miles in Highland, Indiana, the site of the 2020 Major Nationals. And as Stan Bolden warms up, we will watch his warm-up pitches with his catcher. They're ready to go. So, T. Johnson, the catcher, they're ready to go. No warm-ups. Here we go. As they back out, here's Bo Filkins. Yes, I believe this is Randy Filkins' son. And if you've ever followed softball for any time in the world, you know the Filkins family could be right up there with the Kelleher's as one of the more legendary families ever in sports. There's a shot by Bo. Line drive, caught in territory, but bobbled out, and trickled over to the dugout for the single. So a nice shot by Bo Filkins. So Filkins put a charge in it, but Freddie Pee Wee over there at third bounced out of his glove. Here is Chipster. He cuts, and that ball is down for the single, and a bobble there, and Filkins goes to third, and guess what? 45's are working their magic. You see what this kid means to you out at second base? Chippy Koronkowski just tapped it. It fell. Had so much spin on it, the left fielder had a little trouble gripping it. So here's Nate Mercado. Second and third. Obviously, he's going to play a little manufactured ball, I believe, and hit the ball to right center. This kid knows the game. All you people watching out there, when there's second and third, there's no outs. No way do you hit it to the left side. You want to get two guys moved up or one scoring it. So Nate goes to the right side, and there it is. And look at this. Perfect execution by Mercado. Perfect execution. That is why this kid, Mercado, starting shortstop for the 45's, does it all. There he is. Fantastic. And now they got problems because you got Joe Yaris up. And Joe will be swinging for the rafters. There's a swing to right center. Coming in quickly. Dave Bradford caught. Throw to second. And he does score the run. So another run in. So two in. Just complete softball here, folks. Alex Smith, batting cleanup. Number 8. Smith takes big swing. Left center. It's taken. Get him? It did get him. It did get him. So Smith with the triple, and Mercado scores easily. So Mercado scores easily there.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
And there's a kid, really good action there.
Oh, 20,
As we spin here. How do you like to face this lineup? Bob Monroe watching, Ronnie Crawford, Mark Holstein. I said it again, Mark Holstein, monster. Mark the Monster Holstein is batting now. And Holstein, of course, just swings hard, and it is a fair ball. Holstein with a line drive, and I believe that's run number 3, yes? So because of the activity of Chippy with that spinning cut, hard to handle, they got a lot of runners, and now they're going to take a little timeout. So let's see what we got here. So Rack City taking a little timeout, slowing it down. And Lee Green, Max Sakalaris watching. Here's Smith. Smith swings, lazy left ball, and the outfield caught out there. Holstein doesn't try it. So here's the hooch man. Here's the hoocher. Here's Jeff. Swing, right center. A lot of activity on the ball, but caught out there in center by Rack Cities. But damage. And we'll check. 3. I'm not the official score, so let's see what we got. So 4 runs there, talliated by Ron Kubicki. 4 that inning, Ron. 4?
Yes.
So that's Ron Kubicki double checking. And they did score 4. I know Chippy.
7-3.
7-3 is the score, okay. Bottom of 3rd. So here we go. Bottom of 3rd. Plenty of game left. Wind blasting now. Let's see if Rack City can use this wind to their advantage. Swing, ground ball, off Batnish's glove. Safe at first by a lot. Here's Little B. That was Tommy Washington that got that infield hit. Here's Little B. Little B's got to perform. He's their superstar. Johnny Hemer watching. Terry Young. Little B very patient up there. Wearing number 11 on the Rack City team. Double hesitation. B swings. And there's Little B with the shot. There's the Little B that we know and love. There he is. Great shot there by Little B. So he put a shot on it. He put an overspin on it. So 1st and 2nd now with no outs. And they go to Bonner. They're big lefty. They're fast lefty. George Bliss here, 7-3. Bottom of 3. Rack City down by a -4. Doesn't mean much in softball. Quick time out there. As Yaris comes in and gives him a little tip on how to pitch this young gentleman, the lefty. Of course, you do have an issue here. You have 1st and 2nd, and obviously you got an advantage when you're hitting the ball to the right side. So let's see if Bonner can do his thing. Bonner can drive it. It'll help. Ball. Steve Batnish working quickly today, and there's probably a reason for it. Just so confident that he can do it. There's a strike. 1-1 is the man in blue raises his hands. There's a swing, ground ball to the right side, and it was missed. It was missed. It was bobbled there. Now another bobble, and another throw home, and then Little B comes in. So about 3 miscues there in a row. As ground ball to the infield, mishandled there by the 45's, couldn't get the handle on it, threw it down in the dirt, a double clutch, and I believe, I don't know, I'm going to score 2 errors on that. I'm not an official scorer by any means, but so 2 runs in and a double error. You just never see it with the 45. And with a glove? With a glove? Wow, okay. So, Johnny Doss watching from Forest Park, one of my best friends. Been a family friend for 6 decades. We love Johnny Doss. And I say hi to Johnny and his entire family and his kids that have been kind of the new superstars of softball, you might say. YTD, Jack Doss got MVP. Cut off, play to first, and almost a pickoff there. So you got to watch this guy Patnage, but I'm focusing on the hitter here. Swing, foul. This is Banks. Two runs in on a crazy, simple ground ball to the right side that was double errored. There's a swing and there's a cut, and that ball's got a lot of activity on it, a lot of English. But 22. Banks, B-A-N-K-S, common spelling. Banks cannot get it into fair territory. And you know, Batnich will take his time probably on this one. Let's see what he does. Batnich delivers illegal flat. The ball must be 6 feet minimum, folks, or 12 feet max. That's called the ARC rule, the 6-12 rule. If you're watching from out of town, this is the Slow Pitch Softball Association 16-inch rules. Again, it's 6-12, okay? There's the double clutch. There's a ground ball down to the shortstop. Mercado over to second for the simple out there. And Yaris did get there just in the nick of time. So fielder's choice there. And here's Johnson. Crantman watching. Johnny Robbs. Score, Johnny Robbs. 7-5. Update 7-5. As Rex City has scored 2 here in their home half of the third. Incredible game. Wind blowing pretty heavily. I just want to announce the wind is blowing relatively straightaway center. I'd say 10, 12, 14 miles an hour. And it does gust occasionally. There's a swing. Down to first. So really close play at first. Haas with the grab of the line drive. So 2 outs. Here's Travell Rivers. Here's Rivers. 2 outs here.
Too many cameramen over here.
There's a swing and a ball to left center. And quickly for the out. So I've got 7-5, top of 4.
What is the score?
7-5, top of 4.
Hurry up, man. I do a lot of cussing over here.
Little different perspective here. Little different perspective. So we're going to do a home plate shot for you, George Bliss out here. And we're going to go with Anthony Sanchez. So there's Anthony Sanchez. Some kind of a discussion here. I don't know what it is, but we'll get an explanation from Joe Manza in a little bit here, as the score is 7-5. So probably a procedural thing there. 7-5, folks, if you're just tuning in from across the world on SSA Broadcast, Slow Pitch Softball Association. We are live on Facebook, and we want to say all our people watching in California and Iowa. And you can see this beautiful field out there in the background is the field, one of the 4 fields at Sharp Complex, S-H-A-R-P, Sharp Complex. And it is very sharp in Highland, Indiana, just south suburbs, really, of Chicago, technically. So here's Sanchez, lefty, number 16, plays outfield. He takes a shot. That ball was tagged, but straight away to center. So, got good metal on it, but not enough. The wind is blowing straight out, but not enough for the fast outfield of Rack City. Here's Haas. Plays a great first base, just great. Can you imagine he took over the position of his father-in-law, Israel Sanchez? Can you imagine that, playing first base for the 45's? So that's a ball. 45's here, slowing it down a little bit, their action. Holstein with some key hits there earlier in the game. Just the 45's just executing perfectly. There's a shot to straightaway center, and one bounces in for the single. Danny Lee watching. Hi, Danny. Pinch hitter. I believe this is a pinch hitter. Let me see. Yeah, this is going to be Jason, pinch hitting. Pinch hitter here, Jason. Hitting for Batnich, Jason. Has a ball, left field, down the line. Caught out there, caught. And he does tag, so the catch out there in left, but the move up by Haas. You can run on a foul fly out in this kind of game here, and Haas saw that great catch, saw the guy was rolling around, but did get to second base. Amazing. So here's Filkins. Bo Filkins. Randy, if you're watching, your son's doing great. He swings beautifully. And Chippy is going to be next. The chipster right next to me here to my right. And the wind is blowing, so we apologize for the wind noise. Let me get you on Chippy here real quick. Swing the straightaway center. Caught out there. Retires the side. So nothing that inning in the top of 4. We'll go into bottom of 4 and we'll be right back. Here, going to go different perspective. I am trying to get out of the wind here. But Smith warming up Batnich. And there's Big Dave, who had a monster shot the last time up. Bradford had a big one last time up. A 2-dinger, Dave.
That's a lot of pressure.
No pressure on Dave. No way. I'm going to stand right here, okay? I'm going to stand right here. So here's Dave Bradford. Just an interesting player. You know, just an interesting, great player. I love watching this guy play. Bradford. Bradford changing bats midstream. Interesting. Might have a little strategy here. Number 4. Hits the plate automatically in 16 hits. The ball hits the plate anywhere, anyhow. That is a ball. They hit the plate. So Bradford really good at watching the ball come in. There's a ball. So they don't want Bradford. They don't want any piece of Bradford. So Bradford does walk. Now, very important that Kevin Johnson drive the ball with this wind to right center. If 12 can get a hold of this, it's going to be a big factor in this game as the wind is starting to gust. There's a strike. Bradford with a short lead. Haas not holding him on. You can see in the background there. This is their first baseman. He swings, he cuts, and Nate Mercado grabs it. So nice try there. So 1 out. Here's Chris Rogers. Six beautiful games today so far. This one a classic too with Chris Rogers batting. Way outside. I got to tell you, they're not giving him a lot of fat pitches today. He's really slicing up the plate, he being Big Steve Batnich. And I don't blame him. There does get the strike there. The automatic, as they say. Batnich delivers straight away. That's a strike. So he gives him the deep strike there. Swing, ground ball, right to Yaris. Does not get him at short center. It's kind of a hit and run, so that's an interesting play. If you watch that in the replay, the runner, Bradford, did get quickly down the second, so Yaris goes, I'm not going to get in a confrontation with a toss up here, so he threw first. Which really means that Pee Wee has got a big at bat here. Because if Pee Wee can get a hit, Bradford's going to score. Jerry Allen watching, Hall of Famer. Ray Patton watching. Joe O'Connor. Everybody watching here. And Yaris is going to go right side. Batnich will take the other hole. Ball inside. Batnich delivers. There's a strike. 1-1 on Pee Wee. Number 7, third baseman, Rack City. Beautiful white uniform. That hit the plate just by a fraction, therefore it is a ball. And that was within an inch. That ball's 1 inch deeper, it's a strike. That's the game, folks. It's a 1-inch game. Matt Silver, it's a great game. Swing, ground ball, Yaris. No, actually, Mercado for the out. So ball's on the ground. Nothing happening there against a great defense of the 45. So nothing happening that inning. 7-5. Top of 5, 7-5. Fans here today. Everybody having fun. So we move to inning number 5. Chippy is going to bat here. Leadoff batter, number 22, who kind of started the activity earlier with a really nice cut play early in the game with a ton of rotation. There's a ball, ground ball to short center, throws the first. Oh, nice play by a step, but Chippy does run it hard in the short center. Crushed it for a big throw there. So that's Travell right over there, yeah. That's Banks. Sorry, check that. Banks is a short center. Here's Nate Mercado, who fundamentally has shown people how to play this game today. Then there you go. There's a shot to center field. Man. And they take a chance by throwing it back, which was not a good idea there. Now he's out. He's out. So, I don't know. Nate is a very fast runner. We actually got a little bit uncautious there. Threw back the first and went in the dirt. Nate got the second, no problem. Then took off for third, and he was out. I certainly am not a scorer. I would never make a judgment, but to me, it looked like the ball beat him pretty much. And you don't have too much argument over there from Kubicki and the coaching staff. You just don't. Here's Yaris. So who knows? You know, a guy right off the base pass there. There's a shot to left field coming in quickly. And Yaris with the single. So Yaris just continues to amaze everybody here in Chicago and Indiana with his incredible skills, power, cuts, defense. Wow. Joe Yaris batting third for one of the best softball teams in the history of America. You better believe he's good. So Yaris on first there with a really, really crafty swing. Here's Smith. Smith swings, does not get it clean. Right field coming in quickly. And that's the catch for the out. So, nothing in the top of five as Nate Mercado got thrown out at third on a crazy play. Crazy. So here's Kelly. Okay, Renard's going to be bad here. Renard Johnson's going to hit. So let's get a good look at Renard, one of the classic veterans in Chicago. Very, very well known in softball circles and another wonderful guy. So we wish all the guys in Rack City and the 45's to have really good games because they work so hard at this game. SSA broadcast, George Bliss on behalf of Gio, Pat Caputo, Ron Matriciano, Anthony Tyler, Mick Balestri, the whole staff of the SSA Major Nationals team. We've been out here for a couple days and we want to see what's going on.
Scroll up a little bit. Actually, I got to get you to the settings.
Come on over.
Swipe up, because for some reason I'm not seeing it on the Facebook. Hit the home. No.
No, I know that. I'm not going to hit there.
The little round button.
It says live.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see it. Okay, well, it says live. It must be going on.
If it's taping, we'll get it later. All right, here's Renard Johnson. Renard Johnson. Reynard, number 28, pinch hitting here. Let's see if Renard can get something going. Swings. Oh, there's a guy. There's your veteran hitter. There's your veteran guy. Reynard comes through with the big hit, and that's a major, major pinch hit there. So, the big superstar of so many years comes through. So here's Tommy Washington. So the pitcher was hit for it. Renard hit for the pitcher, and this is back to Tommy Washington, number 9. So Renard at first comes through with the major hit. I mean major hit there. Washington batting here, at the SSA Major Nationals, 45's versus Rack City. Big wind now, big wind blowing out, throw to first just for keep Renard close. I don't think Renard's going to run, but you know, get that extra step knocked off, you're in good shape. Batnich, ground ball, oh, it does bounce through. Now Renard is a smart runner. He's not going to do anything silly and get gunned down by the outfield arms of the 45, so he does stay at second. You know, the thing is, you're going to score on a single anyway, and here's Little B, so you could not ask for a better situation. You've got Little B, Brian Blackwell, big superstar in Chicago, up with two guys on, no outs. Now they're gonna back up the outfield. Dave Batnich, Big Dave, is being saved because the little guy, Little B, can actually crush. So if he crushes one in this wind, that would be a big mistake if the 45s let it go over their head. So they are going to play deep here. There's a swing, ground ball through Mercado. And here comes Reynard. And Reynard does score. So there's your superstar right there. The guy with the big hit. Yes, sir. So I told you this, Reynard Johnson, kind of excited the crowd there. So that was the big hit by Blackwell. And I believe this is a pinch hitter. 18. Yeah. You got a pinch hitter here. So Corcoran batting, correct? Got it. Sorry, check that. Coleman. Thank you for the check there, guys. So here's Coleman, 18. Ball. Very good looking hitter here, number 18.
Hey, Duke, what we talked about in practice? Look at the field over for you. Yeah, kid.
So Joe Monza moving the guys back, very excited. You know, with the COVID thing in the dugout, it's tough. So everybody's being polite here. They're trying to stay within. Timeout. Let's see if Coleman can get a swing here. No outs, one run in. Coleman swings, and there it is for the hit. Oh, a missed throw. You know, that's why this kid Blackwell is just so good. He's just such a great player. There's Dave Bradford cheering on the crowd. Little B, Johnny Reese. Now the Rack City guys talking. So 2-2. This is Banks. Banks batting. So Kelly with some really good moves here. Pinch hitter. There's a swing. There's a ball that bounces off, and that's safe. So a real hard ground ball. Here's Johnson. George Bliss here, bringing you up to the minute. Incredible game here now. Bottom of 5, Rack City. quick throw to first. You cannot go on the pickoff attempt in Chicago. Good rule because everybody would, you could steal a base without any checkout. Ryan Seacrest watching, the great man from Peyton High School, champion coach, Ryan Seacrest, watching in Chicago, I'm sure. Here's the pitch. This is Johnson. Swing, ground ball. Mercado throws to first. Does move the two players, though. He didn't want to hit it there. Let's see, with no outs, the guy hit it to the shortstop. Fortunately, we have a fast team here, and they did move it up, so that was dangerous. But they got away with it. Here's Rivers. Here's Rivers. 1 out. Dave Bradford right in front of me with Kelly. Bradford telling him what to do. There's a strike. I'll get the score here in a minute, Jake. Ground ball up the middle, bouncing, throw, safe at first. Oh no, he calls him out. Oh wow. Safe. You gotta appeal. Too late now. Here's Dave Bradford. Here's Dave Bradford. Bradford with the big at-bat here with the man on second. There's Dave Bradford. He comes through again. Dave Bradford comes through again. Dave Bradford comes through again. Get that man's name. Dave Bradford. Bradford. And Bradford is having a monster game. There's Charlie. What a game. Bottom of 5. Here's Johnny Reese going to bat. Johnny Reese going to bat here. There's Kelly. So here's Johnny Reese. See if he can get a ball in play. Here's Reese. One of your classic, loved guys in this game. Johnny Reese now on the bench for Rec City comes in as a utility hitter, and he's doing his chance now. There's Reese, and Johnny Reese comes through. The classic Johnny Reese comes through. Here's Bradford. And Bradford stops coming around. And Bradford, what a crafty, great strategic player, as he almost didn't want to try it. He saw the ball was coming in. And with the gloves, it's a tough one. Chris Rogers now. Chris Rogers. What an inning for the Rec City. Started by Reynard, who started this inning with the big hit, and he's going to hit again, and I believe, yeah, he's still in the game technically, Renard. He's not been taken out, so I'll explain that re-entry a little bit later. But George Bliss here on behalf of GOV, Pet Caputo, and the whole crew, Ron Matriciano and Anthony Tyler, just to name a few. This incredible game here, 45's versus Rec City. And kind of a flat pitch, but they called it a strike. Chris Rogers takes his time out, and that is a strike as well. Chris Rogers. There's the ball. So Chris Rogers with a really good at bat. Really good player. Here's Renard, who again is going to strategize. And they are going to hit another guy. So they're going to hit. This is Walker. This is Walker. So 42 is going to hit here. Jeff Bill's watching. Ron Zeman. Rex City is taking the lead. Ron, there's a pick up the play to first. Nothing going. You know, Batnich has got a signal. His signal is whatever it is, and Haas did not pick up the pickoff signal. So there is a pickoff signal here somewhere. So check this now. This is number 42 batting. And his name is Mr. Walker. So 42 Walker batting right now in this position. Another pickoff attempt, but nothing going. Mike Schillo watching. There's a strike. There's the pickup play again. He wants that pickoff. He wants that guy off first base. He has done it years ago. He picked off a few people in Nationals, so be careful, everybody out there running on Batnich. Batnich delivers. There's a ground ball to Batnich, one bouncer, and that's it. So, Renard, who opened that inning with the big hit. Are we marking 3, guys? What do you got there, Kelly? Was that 3 that inning? Just asking. I got 10-8. No. I think it's 10-7. I don't know. Well, we'll check the score here in a minute. George Bliss moving over. I'm going to get the official score here. 10-8. Top of 6. Here's Holstein. Let me get you a close-up on Big Mark. They are going to conference a little bit before they pitch to Mark. They're going to try to figure out what they're going to do here. There's no really way to pitch him. Except maybe throw a cue ball at him or something. But here's Holstein, pride of St. Charles, Illinois. Mark's had an incredible year. And out comes Kubicki, going to talk to Kelly. And we're going to quadruple check everything. What do you got? That's what I got. Ha. Here's Holstein. Fly ball to right. Bradford can't get it. So Holstein has another hit. 6th inning. I believe there's going to be 2 is going to run for Holstein, who is Andy, and now they go to Smith. So 10-7 here, folks. Top of 6, 10-7. Holstein comes right out with a hit. Quick pitch. This is Smith. There's your strike. Pitcher from Rack throws a ball. Line drive to the shortstop. He does not go back. The runner's tight on the base, so Smith lines out. Here's Hooch. Here's Jeff. Man on first, one out. Hooch, ground ball to the right side. It does go through. First and third, the pinch runner. He does get the third quickly. Oh, the ball almost gets away, but back up. No way they're going to throw there. So second, third, one out. Second, third. Okay, here's Sanchez. 16. This is Israel's son. Let's see what he does here with one out. Wind blasting now. I want to tell you folks, if you're hearing the wind, it is very strong at this point. Swing to first. Oh, there's a ball down in front of Bradford. One run's going to come in. So he does hold that third. So one run in there. 10-8. One out. Hoss up. 10-8 now. 10-8. Marty Dozen, check it. Ronnie Crawford's 10-8. Run just scored. Here's Hoss, H-O-S-S, the first baseman for the 45's. Cheeto 45's, Cheeto's Vodka. One of the great sponsors for many years here in Chicago area. There's a ground ball. Oh, that's a fly ball. Pop up to right. Dave Bradford over. No, Bradford's going to let that go. Let it go foul because that was a interesting play there by Bradford. He decided to let it go because he knew the runner would have scored there. So it's a gamble. They're hoping that they get a ground ball now and a double play, for instance. Long pause here as Bradford wants to come in and talk to his other player on some kind of a strategy. Dave Bradford so far has been a winner in the games that I've watched him, and he's had an incredible game today. And he's out in right field. Bradford, little B in left. This is Adam Haas. H-O-S-S, number 26. Let's see what Adam does here. Swings, fly ball toward Bradford, the wind blowing. Bradford does grab it. And they might want to appeal at first base. Guy got all the way to third on that. 38 batting, Sanchez. So Israel Sanchez is they're going to do an appeal, I believe. No appeal.
Pick me up here.
They walk Sanchez. 2 outs. They walk Sanchez with 2 outs. And here comes Filkins. Here's Bo Filkins. So, in his first big nationals, they put Bo Filkins up after they walked the great Israel Sanchez to see what he can do with 2 outs.
Have some fun, Filkins. Let's go, kid.
Filkins now with a big at-bat in his life. There's a strike. Pinch runner now for Sanchez. And it's going to be so another pinch runner here. Jake Olson, Jake Reynolds, hello, thank you for watching. This is crucial here. Game's moving slow now. Sorry about the wind, folks. Wind blowing bad. George Bliss here. SSA broadcast. Huge wind blowing to left now. Huge. All of a sudden a gust. Filkins swings, half hits it, and it falls. He's out there. Oh, no, he's safe. So the run does score. The run does score on the blue single, on the wind-aided single. Wow. So here's Chippy. Wind-blown single by Bo Filkins. Runner scores. So this game is airtight. There's Mercado right there. Chippy line drive. Nice shot. So now, let's see what we got here. Two runs. They got three?
Are you sure you got three? Good question by the boss. Who's been around longer?
You're better, baby. Yeah. So tie game, Ron. Okay. Ron, bottom of 6, my friend. Tie game, 10-10. Oh, you don't have any. Don't worry. I'll take care of your warrant. Get him. A lot of policemen here, a lot of lawyers. I don't think anybody's going to get arrested. Marty Dozen, 10-10. Marty Dozen, and by the way, Marty Dozen, your, of course, nephew, your brother's son, been a monster all week, and is going to be one of the best ones going forward. Here's Renard, who came in the last inning and started the big rally. Bottom of 6. Here's Renard. Ground ball, right side. Renard could not get it through. So nice pickup over there by Filkins at second. Filkins with the ground ball picked it up. That brings us to the next hitter for Rack City. Here's Tommy. Let's see what Tommy can do here. Tommy Washington. Swing for Tommy. Chop. Nothing going. Foul ball. Number 9. I believe Tommy's hitting 11th in this lineup. So Tommy's the secondary leadoff, as they say in sports. 10-10, bottom of 6. You know, Rack would like 2 or 3 runs here and then try to close it out in 7. When you have the home field, it doesn't make that much difference in softball because people are always hitting anyway. There's a shot at the center. So Tommy with a nice hit. Tommy Washington. That brings it to little B. Here he is, folks. Legendary MVP from the 50th Annual No Glove Nationals. Many, many awards, now with Rack City, little B. Let's see what, keeps his hands low. He's got an interesting swing. Let's see what little B does. Swings to left field, comes in quickly, trap. He does call him out. So left fielder on the 45's. Chippy with a great catch out there. So fast on left field. Most players don't get close to it, but Chippy grabs it. Here's Bonner. Man on first, 1 out. Little B retired by Chippy on a great catch in left field. There's a swing, and that ball is down. Runner going to third. Gets there easily. So nice swing there. Nice swing there by Bonner. Bonner, what a great player this kid has become. Travell, number 2. Banks. Check that, Banks batting. Very good game now with 1 out, first and third. Now, not to be a pain in the butt, but no way, no how you hit it to the shortstop or the short center. They're too good, they're not going to miss it, and they're going to convert on you. You've got to hit this ball as deep as you can over the third baseman's head. Let's see what he does. And there's the line drive out to the shortstop. So, line out to the shortstop there, and that would be the 3rd out of the inning. So we go to top of 7. Tie game, top of 7, 10-10. I think Renard is going to pitch now. Yes, because Renard did hit twice. So Renard's going to warm up here. Renard Johnson warming up now. He's in the game. He pitched several years ago for Rack. Did a great job at Forest Park, so obviously a very skilled pitcher here. And they need to shut down the 45's here, come back with 1 scratch run to win it. So let's see what happens here. Wind is blowing out. Moderate breeze, but definitely blowing out to center now. And we're going to have Nate Mercado is going to bat. So here's Mercado right here. Here's Mercado. So folks, this is what we got. 7th inning, tie game. National tournament on the line. 45's, ground ball, and the short center's over to the right side, and Mercado does split the infielders by a fraction, and there's that little ground ball single. And here is Big Joe Yaris. Now they had the short center on the right side. So here's Yaris, wind blowing out. They've got to play deep here. I mean, they're going to have to maybe give Yaris the cut, because if he goes big, it's going to be a problem. There's 1 strike. Renard Johnson pitching. Joe Yaris batting here. Top of 7. Man on first. Yaris comes through again. First and third. Out! Ooh. Oh! I don't know. I thought he was out, but I'm not the ump. Wow, that was that close. L. Smith. Oh boy, I just can't see these players. Smith hits to the right side, foul. So there's going to be a big delay here. The ball went way out of play. Let's look at Smith warming up here. Smith, ground ball to third. Second for 1. And clean slide. Short center got tossed there, but he's fine. Run does score. So, 1 out. Lead man knocked down there. RBI, ground out. Here's Holstein. Do you pitch to Holstein here, even though there's a guy in first? I don't know. Do you? Or do you wait for the next guy? I mean, it's tough. Lefties have such a little advantage to move those guys over, but, you know, it's tough to pitch to the 45s. Everybody's great. Joey Carv's watching. Very carefully pitching is Renard Johnson. Very carefully. He does get the strike on the deep ball. So Holstein not arguing, total gentleman. Doesn't care. All he needs is one swing anyway. Gabe Vega watching. Hi, Gabe, from the Psychopaths in Torrance, California. Gabe Vega, we got a big one here, Gabe. It is 11-10. 45's top of 7 against Rack City. Line drive. Oh, almost a double play, but force out. So, soft line out by Mark Holstein. Quick throw over to first. He was safe. 1 run in. Basically, it's 1-0. Basically, it's 11-10, but we call it 1-0 for technical reasons. And here we go. Smith.
Come on!
Ground ball. Two runs in. So up the shortstop, his glove, hard overspin on it, and the second run does come in. So 2-0 here now, 45's.
Whole field, it's all there for you. Hey, walk the dog, whatever you want, kid. Stay hot. Hey, don't place it, hit it hard.
Gabe Vega, Psychopaths.
Get a good lead.
Now the 45's are up 2-0. It's 12-10. Top of 7th here, 2 outs. They need to get this out and then get their hot spot of the order at Rec City and see if they can convert. There's a ground ball to third. Throw it to first. Out. Here we go. Call your neighbors, call your friends, call your wives, call your girlfriends. Here we go. To the bottom of 7. Rec City needs 2 to tie, 3 to win at Highland, Indiana. George Bliss here. 2-45's. Playing Rack City. Napleton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Van, and River Oaks. Let us entertain you. Rich Melman's great restaurants. We want to say hi to RJ Melman. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the sponsor of the team here on the first base side. Gold Rush Gaming. The Beacon Tap in Des Plaines, Illinois. One of my favorite bars. Iron Horse Security. PD Rains, he's here today. Signature Transportation, one of the best limo companies in the world. owned by the great Sal Milazzo. Guaranteed Rate Affinity, Matty Dozen. Bernie's Tap and Grill, right by Wrigley Field. Accurate Concrete, RH Home Improvement, Proline Door Systems, Seal Right Asphalt. Room for Kids, that's my guy. McGaffer Saloon, Pat Malone, Lawler's Bar, and Rieg Plumbing. We love all you guys, we really do. So, here we go. We do have Sanchez, who did come in the game, and he's staying in the game, and Big Steve Batnich is going to be out. So here's Johnson. Here's Johnson. Israel, totally different look, the angle of the ball. A lefty first and foremost. But Big Steve Batnich has just got some incredible moves. Israel, pretty straight ahead pitcher. He throws a strike in there now. He's ready to pitch. Israel just wants to play defense. He just wants to get in there and play defense. There's a ball to right field. Trapped. And nice shot there by 17. That was Johnson. Here's Rivers now. Here's Rivers. Greg Hampton watching. Here's Rivers. Rivers can get a gapper now. We got a game, folks. Let's see what we can get here. Sanchez just straight ahead delivery. Holds the ball in the air, just kind of throws it straight over the plate and lets his defense take over. The crazy thing is Israel Sanchez, the golden boy out there. There's a shot over the shortstop's head. So first and second. Ooh, nice throw in from Chippy. So first and second is Rivers. Gets a nice shot here. Here's their big first baseman. Kevin Johnson. Check that. Here's Dave Bradford. Here's Dave Bradford. Israel Sanchez is in the game. I believe they might be talking some substitution things here. I know that Big Steve is out of the game. So a little re-entry mathematics here. I got to tell you, Ron Kubicki doesn't make any mistakes on the paperwork. That I can tell you for a certainty. Ronnie Zeman, bottom of 7. I will say hi, Greg, to all the crew here. Here's Bradford. He's had a monster game. Dave Bradford. Dave swings, ground ball for the single. And the run to score. So, Dave Bradford is just a great player. I'm just telling you, Bradford is one of those players that can win MVP at any given time. And he's just a calm guy, and he does the right thing all the time. There's big Dave Bradford right there. So let's go back to live action here. The first baseman. The big first baseman, Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson bats behind Dave Bradford. So here's Kevin. There's a shot to right center. And he does score. So, guess what? Bradford sparked this game. They've tied the game. And now they're going to have to pitch very carefully to the next player, because if he knocks this guy in, that'll be the game. So the game is tied here. 12-12. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kenny Patton. Let's see if he goes to the right side. You got Dave Bradford out there at second. Let's see what this young, good-looking player does. This is Chris Rogers. Here's Chris. Let's see what Chris can do here. They're going to switch sides. They're going to pitch the ball so they can cover that right side. Chris Rogers, ground ball. Safe. So an infield single off the glove of Israel Sanchez. Joey Yaris came in and made a great play, dove, flipped the ball back to shortstop, but at that point the runner had already gotten a second. So you got, you need a fly ball now. Folks, I'm going to try to focus on home plate for obvious reasons. You got Bradford at third. They are going to bring in the outfield, and they're going to try to gun Bradford down, but, you know, Dave's pretty darn fast. So we have Pee-wee. Is this Pee-wee? Yeah, this is Pee-wee, the third baseman, who's going to be batting now. He's got to lift the ball. He hits it deep to right, deep, caught. Here comes Bradford. Rec City wins. Rec City wins. Rec City pulls a mild upset, and Rec City, with the leadership of the great Dave Bradford. What an incredible job by Bradford, what he's done here. Dave Bradford, oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get Dave. That was incredible, as Dave Bradford took that game on his own shoulders and just hit everything in sight, scored the winning run. Dave Bradford, folks, the right fielder, right now, Dave Bradford. Around the United States, everybody's watching this great right fielder. And I'm going to try to grab Dave if I can before we go off the air, but that was a classic. That's a game to remember, and we're glad we got it on Slow Pitch Softball Association. That's a real star there. That's the one and only Dave Bradford. We're going to go off in about 30 seconds, but they do win it by one, 13-12. That was incredible. Just absolutely incredible. That Dave Bradford took that game over, Bradford. Took it over. Johnny Reese with the big hit. Everybody played great.
Hey!
That Dave Bradford's really something, I'll tell you.
Nice game, guys. Nice game.
Great play. Kelly, great, incredible game, Kelly.
What I tell you? Hey, 1-2. Hey, 1-2. Hey, get out. We ain't finished, gang. We ain't finished, gang.
So we're going to shut it down here in about a second. I just want to get Dave Bradford. Just want to get him on camera. Where is that star? Great game there. Where's the great Dave Bradford? Where is he? Where's that Bradford guy? He's a monster player. Well, he walked away. I don't blame him. Johnny, congratulations. We'll see you in the next round. So, on behalf of everybody here at Sharp Field, big game, 13-12. Rec City beats the 45's. We'll see you in the next game, everybody.